I don't know why he's trying to hide. What's up guys, Kiddo here and welcome to another video. So today I want to take a look at this game that I found on Steam for free called Mesoic Dawn. Now I don't know anything about the game. This at first looks like a Roblox game if you ask me. You only have two servers, which is Asia and Americas. Unfortunately, there's no European servers, and for some oddly reason, even though it's on Steam, you have to kind of create an account. For me, it's a little bit strange. I don't like it, but you know, you have to create an account even though you're trying to log in with Steam. So yeah, keep that in mind. This is my very first time playing, and of course, as always, I will give my first impressions and also my thoughts on this game. Like I said, this is a free-to-play game and it's available on Steam, so every link will be down in the description below so you guys can play and also try for yourselves, because why not try a free dinosaur game? So we're gonna start the tutorial. We will see we have select, growth, nesting, laying, carrying eggs, brooding, hatchling, evolution, and combat, which is very interesting. So we have a very simple kind of tutorial, very fast tutorial presentation, and we do have different types of game modes: evolution, sandbox, we have combat, PvP and PvE, the map, which is Oasis, community and official servers, public, and they can tell you kind of the difficulties. And although it says server 1 or 2 node, we have European here, so we do have some European servers with a few people playing on. We also have, I think it's a Chinese server with 1993 people, but unfortunately there's too much ping. So we're gonna try one of these servers and hopefully see what is what. So we're gonna go with this one, which is relaxed, because it's the very first time and we don't want to run into any trouble whatsoever. So these are the server rules. Yet again, this gives me a lot of Roblox vibes on the art style and how it's programmed. And although I don't know if they program this also in Roblox, this is being developed in Unity and not Unreal Engine. So we do have the server rules here. That is something pretty cool that has a lot of information that people can and cannot know what is enabled, what is disabled. It's pretty neat to have like server rules here already in game, so you can just scroll down and take a look what's disabled and what's enabled. So you can basically, you don't need to go to Discord and just read all of those rules that usually people put on Discords for the server. But we have the HUD, which is overwhelmingly confusing, but I think we can kind of grasp our thoughts on it. We have oxygen, food, body temperature, our level, I'm assuming, and a few other things that we have to find out. But I do have to say that this game is very well optimized, and of course it doesn't look that beautiful. It's not really made on Unreal Engine 5, it's made on Unity, and it has this cartoonish, almost Roblox design. We do have V to check our skill, which I don't know what that does. You have all the information on the top right corner. You have my frames, you have the latency, package loss, which is very important. You can see that I'm playing at roughly 150 with everything set on max. Now I don't know if that will change when we find like a group of players, or if it will maintain, because usually when it's, you know, empty like this, you almost get a lot of frames, but when you have a lot of people, then that's where the performance issue comes in. So one thing bad that the game does not have is the control list. So here's what happens. You press escape, you have, you know, the overall settings, but you also have these tools up in here. We have gene pool, attributes, eggs, family, if we want to respawn, leaderboard, the map, which is fairly big, skin market, and store. So this is basically a Roblox game injected into Steam. A lot of you probably will prefer this one if you want. We already have subtitle, for some oddly reason at 53%. We have a lot of things here that I don't understand, but I think with time we might comprehend. We have our energy distribution. Interesting. We have lung, heart, defense, muscle, and growth. So a lot of these might play on how we want our dinosaur to play. So it is very, very interesting because it looks cartoonish, but it has a lot of statistics and a lot of things that you need to kind of learn to play the game. So maybe this might be a game that you might want to play on a custom servers and not in a official server, because you can actually do a lot of things. And if you like Path of Titans, probably you will also like this game. Not much the Isle. If you're the Isle fan, I think you won't really enjoy this, but maybe give it a try because it has levels and it has this, which we can kind of choose our energy distribution. We can go for a more of attack focus, survival first, rapid growth, but for now we gotta leave it at balance. But that is basically it. It is very interesting. I want to see if we can find some people, and as we go along the way, of course, we're gonna try and see what button does what, because we don't have the controls list, so we have to kind of venture ourselves and click in every button that we see, because we might have special attacks. I don't know if we have precise movement. I don't have no idea whatsoever. Thought they were going to give us a tutorial that we can actually play, as in walking, how to eat, sleep, sit, but it was just a very basic menu tutorial. I think 1, 2, 3, and 4, there's no calls. It's just to change through the chats. F1, F2, F3, it will automatically open the menu and categories over here. And it seems like we are in need of water, and soon enough we're gonna be needing of food, which we haven't find anyone. And there's another dinosaur right over there. Now AI is enabled, so I don't know if that is an AI, but like it's a strike, so we might try and kill him so that we can eat. As you can tell that he's kind of lagging. I don't know why he's trying to hide. Is he dead? Yes, it is. Unfortunately, we cannot pounce. Not attacking this terrain. Oh boy. We have to eat this pretty fast because we have something over there. Seems like a T-Rex of some sort, maybe a Giga. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but to drink it's F, but to eat it's E. So there's a little bit of problems when it comes to the controls. For some reason, at first glance, I thought that was a Velociraptor, but I was like, it's kind of big. I don't think Velociraptors are that big. But we did have our first kill. So we might be able to pounce, but for some reason, it has to be in a specific terrain, which is odd. And also, we can do calls by pressing R. Not really that intimidating, but you can definitely see this game seems to have a lot of thought behind it, but at the same time it seems like a game that was quickly rushed and just sped out to Steam for some reason. That's the whole vibe it's giving to me. If they focus on fixing a lot of issues and problems and maybe making things more appealing when it comes for gameplay, UI, and especially controls, I do see a few people playing this game, but at the same time, it feels like it was something that was rushed. But at the same time, has a lot of details. We might go to the other side of the map just to try and see if we can find more players. I do think this is sandbox, if I'm recalling. So this is probably a server where you can PvP and do whatever you want, because you can switch dinosaurs pretty easily. So I'm assuming that in sandbox, basically you just go there and try different dinosaurs, and you don't really care if you die or if you lose because it's sandbox. But it might be different on survival. As you know, if this had potential, I would make a lot of videos, maybe storytelling videos on this game. As of right now, at this condition, I don't think I will. I think doing a little presentation for you guys, it's enough. I do think that those of you who like this style of games. So because we are in sandbox, I do want to try and see a few of these dinosaurs. I don't want to see all of them. I want to leave a few of them for you guys to check out. Euyogosaurus. Let's go with this one. Try and see if we can hatch. So it's almost like a stego, but of course we have to grow everything back again. But I do want to take a look at the animals itself, see the models. It's a big roar for a tiny dinosaur, but if we get to adult, we become probably unkillable one. So if there is a Yua, there is a Stegosaurus right here. Now I do want to see if we choose the Mosasaurus, if we are going to spawn inside of the ocean. So we can't jump. How do we go up? How do we go up? Good news is I accidentally found the button to close the chat. So if you try the game and you want the, chat to be opened, you can press tab and you can click and close, which is nice. That's pretty cool. I have to give them prompts for that. But yet again, how do we go up? So space is not the key, C is not the key, shift is not the key. I do apologize because it's force of habit. I keep pressing space to try and go up. Q, E, T, Y. Oh, we have the ascent. So can we? I think we have to kind of swim with the camera, but it is not really like a fast response. It kind of takes you a while to go up and down. So we're just gonna munch a little bit on this swarm of fish, which they don't even react, which is alright. Now we have discovered a scent, which is Y. But I do see if this game can pull up a few strings, deliver a few updates, and hopefully a little bit of marketing, I do see a lot of people coming to this game and play. Not really if they're gonna really enjoy it on how it looks. There's definitely a lot of potential, especially for those of you who don't really have the ability of playing like a high-end, next-gen dinosaur game. Or if you don't really like the Roblox ones, you also have this one, which is free. It kind of have the same behavior, kind of have the same idea, but at the same time, it has a lot of realism and thought behind it, like I said. But like always, I leave you guys to judge the game for yourself and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hopefully you can check out this game and play with your friends, because it might be fun, who knows. But at the same time, I will say this, I'm recording the video at 3 a.m. European time, so I'm not really surprised that there aren't a lot of people playing because of the time zone. I'm surprised that in the Chinese one, there's almost 93 people there, but it's 300 of ping. Probably people from America will be able to play on those Chinese servers. They might get like 100 ping, but us Europeans, unfortunately, we cannot. And in a sandbox server, there's not really much to do besides PvP and checking out the animals for itself. If you want the full experience, probably survival it's the best. And hopefully community server also is the best to try. We all know what community servers are like, and also we know how official servers are like, so pick your poison. So with that, I will end the video at that. I would love to hear your suggestions about this game, and also if you're gonna try out or not, and if you guys have any suggestions for a game that you want me to play besides Path of Titans and The Isle for the channel. And again, the link will be down in the description below. It is a free-to-play game. It is on Steam, not on mobile, not on Roblox, on Steam for PC. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Give it a like, a subscribe if you guys are not yet subscribed, a comment for the YouTube algorithm, and trying to avoid that Giga. Don't want to get killed and eaten. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you on a next one. Kid here. Take care and peace.